This is TWiT. Did you see the founder of Second Life is going back?
I saw that. I mean, look, this is his time to shine, right? Like the metaverse is becoming a thing, and NFTs. There's a way people could make Second Life and NFTs. I don't want to think about it, but there's a way that it could happen. This is his time to shine.
Was
Mr.
Second Life just too early? I mean, it really was the metaverse.
It was before its time.
Yeah,
totally.
For sure.
Phil Rosedale, who found
we
it
just all
in
need those reigning. We all need reigning phalluses in our lives in the metaverse, and so
you've got a hell of a memory.
Wow,
that was one of the early forms of griefing. That is the only thing
I remember about Second Life.
Yeah.
Was that
they called it griefing?
Some of us still have those things.
Raining phalluses. Don't show me your raining phallus, please.
It was like the flying toad.
He's reaching down as if he's going to pull one out.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What do you think
Well, you mean this? He says.
Oh my gosh. I was reaching for water.
I know.
Please.
Let's all have a drink after that. I'm getting a little hot and bothered.
Oh my god.
It's the only thing I
didn't get into Second Life.
That's the only thing
2003, Philip Rosedale founded it. You had an avatar. Computers weren't up to it, so it was kind of chunky.
It was janky.
And then
it was janky.
But you could build. There was a whole building community. You could sell stuff you built. There was a whole internal economy.
The first Roblox, if you will.
There was Linden. Yeah. There was
Remember when people were building like everything in Second Life? It was like Starbucks has an outpost in Second Life.
There were concerts
in big businesses.
I remember.
Yeah.
Just like Fortnite. It was just like that. It was like
embassies.
Concerts, big
embassies.
Yeah, embassies.
The countries would open their consulates in Second Life.
Mm-hmm. My aunt who worked at the CDC, like they were trying to do something in Second Life. I remember that because I remember her asking me about it, and I was like, "This is a really weird thing."
They're like, would a virus work in Second Life?
Well, but they were like, because they thought that it was going to be the digital meeting space. They thought people were actually going to congregate there to learn about things. Like they thought it was going to be the same stuff that people tell us the metaverse is going to be, which I don't believe any of this is ever going to be a thing, to be completely candid.
What?
But
oh my gosh.
People congregated there, but I'll tell you right now, people congregated there, but it wasn't to learn about stuff.
Right, that's what I mean. Like
towards
I feel
end,
like,
actually, and it's still around, so I don't but towards as it started to
the end of its popularity.
as it started to generate, you could buy different outfits, including nude suits, so that you would look like you were naked. And then
they were just struggling towards the end.
Yeah, and it would be
no, well, come on, sex is going to take over from the beginning. It would like. Always these things.
The porn industry always drives technology. We know
100%.
Yeah, but can you imagine a worse experience than kind of a clunky avatar dressed in a nude suit, and you're just. It doesn't seem like much fun.
I mean, The Sims is probably one of the most enduring franchises, again, in the last 20 years.
Right.
And there's a ton of Sims mods, and The Sims is still great. Sims 4 hasn't... When did that come out, Ashley? Like 7 years ago?
I mean, it might even be more now. Time
might even be more than that.
I don't have any concept of time anymore, so could be 10.
So, right. So The Sims is still insanely popular. The modding community of that is huge.
Yep.
Second Life was just like... Okay, so Sims is teenage girls, and like Second Life was men in their 40s.
Do you remember?
You want to make a metaverse? The Sims, all you need to do is just make The Sims like VR.
Honestly. Totally.
The end. We did it. I think everybody should only speak in Simlish if you're in the metaverse.
I would totally just speak in Simlish, 100%.
Only. I would never speak in any other language. And my hunger gauge, my angry gauge would be mostly full all the time, and my hunger gauge would be like mostly empty.
So it's interesting because Rich wants to be in the metaverse. He can't wait. He's dying to put on the helmet. Christina thinks it's never going to even happen. And you work for Microsoft, which has the closest thing we've got, which is the HoloLens.
That thing they did, didn't they do like the meeting rooms or something? Like what were they called?
I don't remember, but like the Teams thing. Yeah, I saw it. And
can I just give you my
the Burning
one
Man
vision
thing?
Where I think this is where I see just one little thing that I think is going to be huge. Okay, so you know how you're researching like a hotel for like a resort you want to stay at, right? Like somewhere exotic. What do? You flip through TripAdvisor, you're looking at pictures. It's like the worst pictures you've ever seen of that hotel. It's like if you want to see one room like of the hotel, they take a picture from like the worst angle of the room and you're like, wait, that doesn't show me anything. So my idea, just one small part of the metaverse is going to be Hilton hotels, Marriott hotels. Every hotel is going to be mapped virtual for VR, and you just put on your Oculus and you just walk into the hotel. and see what it looks like. You see the view. You can walk upstairs, see what the room looks like.
You can kind of do that now. I mean, there's 3D, 360
Some
images.
No, but I'm into this. I had when we were allowed to travel, I had a fairly popular Instagram stories thing that I would do of Christina's hotel tours, where I would just tour the hotel rooms I would go into. It was remarkably popular. Probably one of the most popular things I've ever done. Shockingly, like I had people who didn't even know me from other ways. I was like, "Oh, I love your hotel tours." I'm like,
okay. Would you walk around?
Christina?
You do your room, and then you'd walk around and show the lobby and all that. Is that what you would do?
No, I would basically just walk into the room. I would do like a tour of what things were like, and kind of show the whole thing and give my thoughts on where it was. I don't know why people liked it, but they did. So to Rich's
because
point,
you
like
can't get it.
Right. I mean, I would watch that. Like before I were booking a place, I would like to know what it actually looks like. If I would strap on a VR helmet to like find out, is the room I'm going to be in actually going to be good? But that's an app. I would do that.
Imagine walking through it though, but I'm saying like, no, but what about walking through, you want to walk the cobblestone streets of Paris before you visit. I mean, and yes, there are ways of doing this.
Yeah,
but
you
the
like
metaverse,
tourism and stuff.
I think AR and VR are
argument
real, to be clear. It's just not the
when it's all together and it's like, just
like
whoever has the killer app for walking through cities.
It will
it'll be fragmented, but it's going to be a thing that you can do.
Right, but then it's not a metaverse. But then it's not a metaverse. Well, that's my argument.
Well, how do you define what the metaverse is, I guess?
Well, so Facebook's vision of a metaverse, so this is the reason we're all talking about it now, is that, they're going to provide the sort of framework for everybody to build their own thing that is all interconnected, interop, and that you're going to be able to kind of like go seamlessly from one thing to the next, like in a perfect metaverse or whatever.
But they provide the framework.
Correct. They provide the framework. And here's the problem with that, is that we're already seeing that the FTC is already investigating. There have been news stories about the FTC investigating Facebook's acquisitions of all of these little VR companies, little AR companies, because they're trying to, once again, just like they did before, they started getting in trouble, just like they did with WhatsApp and Instagram, they're trying to snap up and kill all the oxygen in the room, all competitors, so that they can be the monolith. And I don't think the FTC is going to let that happen again. Like, I just don't. And
no, I agree. And I don't think it's Facebook controlling this thing.
No. But that's what I'm saying. It's like, it can't be a metaverse, like in the traditional sense of the way that we're presented with it in books like Snow Crash, where it originated. Like, it's a fully operational, matrix, basically. It's the matrix. And so I argue that we will never see that because companies are too greedy. No one is going to want to share their experience if they feel it's really amazing. They want to own the platform. And so we're just they're all going to fight with each other. This is these are the real franchise wars in Demolition Man. It's not the fast food ones. It's this right here.
Do you think we would be even
fighting about it?
Talking about this or at all interested in this if it weren't for COVID and climate change and wildfires and earthquakes and tornadoes and volcanoes and tsunamis? Do you think
so.
It's really we want to retreat from this and we want something?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
I think it's a natural evolution.
Didn't we all, I remember when I was, 12 years old at the LA County Fair, paying $20 to strap on a headset and stand in a little ring and spend 15 minutes walking around in blocks, literally just like polygons.
And the amount of people that got Oculus over the holidays is unbelievable.
It was the number one app installed on iPhones over Christmas.
I don't think Facebook has revealed sales numbers, but they are selling this thing like crazy. And I had people come up to me, they're like, Rich, this is unbelievable. And yes, VR is very tough to cover for TV because it's like you just get this thing of like, but like the reality is every single story I've done with VR where I see stuff and I'm in this world and it is so amazing, and we're just at the beginning. So, like I said, that one little app that I had is just one thing. But like, imagine on a Friday night, you can just walk into a bar and sit there with your friends, and like you're in different places. And I get it, we still want to do this stuff in person, but the reality is, not everyone wants to do that in person, and not everyone's. There's going to be another place to do that. Like, it's just going to complement our real world. Not everyone can, exactly.